So here we go. This is Monday morning and I'm off up to town again. Thought I'd take you with me because this is kind of closing a loop or nudging forward the circle anyway, to close the loop on an appointment I made about vlog. Must have been 4 or 5 or 6 or something, you know, kind of in that first week of vlogging. I had an appointment up in town, recycling company, you may remember if you were following the vlog back then. And I'm going back again today to present ideas, kind of a concept really, in terms of delivering their need. So a bit of a damp morning, but we're off up to town. Okay, so that was interesting. Customer service is a funny thing, isn't it? You can get it right or wrong so very easily and quickly. I was accosted by a guy at Haywards Heath, one of the station staff, and asked to stop recording, stop filming the vlog on the station. Apparently it's illegal to film on a station, which obviously I had no idea. Used the station many times. But what's interesting is that, you know, kind of the conversation kind of just escalated, and it made me think about the importance really of customer service, of recognising when you need to escalate it and when you don't. It's an interesting thing. So the conversation kind of went along the lines something like this: you know, it's illegal to take pictures, to use a camera on the station. So he said, okay, yeah, no problem, I didn't know that. And he said, and if you don't stop filming, then you know, I'll have to escort you off the station platform. And I said, well, okay, yeah, no problem, I don't intend to film. But then if you carry on filming, at that point I'm thinking, well, how would I carry on filming if you escorted me off the station? I would call the police, and they would tell you the same thing, and fine, okay, and then it kind of, and if you still carried on recording, then they would arrest you, and you would, you know, you'd be put in prison for 100 years. So kind of, slight exaggeration, but it kind of just escalated and escalated. You just kind of thought, well, you know, a polite request, and I answered politely. That would have done, wouldn't it? That would have done, and I would have stopped filming at that point, which I did anyway. The downside, the sad thing of all of that, is that I should have clearly have been recording at that point. There'd have been good vlog footage, but I didn't do it. I wasn't quick enough to switch the camera on, so never mind. Here we go, we're down the tube and off to Highbury. So yesterday was the first day that I hadn't vlogged after my 30-day marathon. I have to say, it was really quite nice not to have to think about it, not to have to do it. And there's this guy online, I'm just going to look up his name actually, hold on. There's a couple actually online. Charles and Ali is the YouTube channel. Last week they posted a vlog that announced they had been vlogging for 3,000 consecutive days. Wow, I think that's something like 7 years they've vlogged every day. They're in the Guinness Book of Records because of it. But yeah, I can't quite imagine that when you think about actually 30 days, and it was nice to have a day off yesterday. But you know, you kind of think, wow, 3,000 days, that's a lot of vlogging, a lot of sharing your life. If you can find it, Charles and Ali, it's worth looking at their 3,000 day post, because you know, kind of interesting really. Poor guy's been through brain tumour surgery and all sorts in that time, and every day posting a vlog and covering all that period, and many more periods as well. So yeah, so 30 days, and the plan is now really, I think, to not vlog quite as intensely as we have been this past 30 days. So I'm going to focus more on days when there's something kind of happening maybe, but not exclusively, because I think some of my favourite vlogs have been when it's, you know, occasional weekend ones, or days in the office have been quite fun. So yeah, I'll just throttle it back so it's not quite as intense. You know, what I hope to do is keep people interested really, and keep the vlog growing, and be informative and useful in all of that as well. So we'll see how it goes from here on in. So, really great meeting. nudged it on to the next step really. So beginning of September now, we're going to be following up and looking a little bit more closely at the design of the program. But basically, couldn't have gone better really. Really good meeting, and we're a step closer to them becoming a client. And get the summer out of the way, and then we'll take the next step forward, I guess. So tomorrow is my wedding anniversary, 30 years. So we've already celebrated a bit really. We had a holiday together a few weeks back, but I need to just duck into a card shop and maybe get a gift. So I'm going to pop over to Oxford Circus. Didn't catch that one, did I? Nearly. So one of the ideas I really like about management is the concept that as a manager you cast your own shadow and your staff have to live within that shadow, and that can be a great place to exist or it can be a really horrible place to exist. So if you're a manager, just think about that. What shadow do you cast? You know, what is it like to be a member of staff underneath your control? What is the environment that you create? And having given that a little bit of thought, just think about how could I improve that environment? How could I make the shadow I cast an even better place to exist? Do that on a regular basis and you'll just fine-tune, you'll just improve that environment for your people to work in, which is always a good thing to aim at. So where do you find an anniversary card on Oxford Street? I don't know why I didn't think of this before. There's loads of card shops at Victoria Station. Okay team, today's vlogging is over. I'm heading home, gonna grab something to eat and call it a night. So back up to London tomorrow. Undecided yet whether I'm gonna vlog tomorrow, as we're off the 30-day thing, so let's see. All I need you to do is subscribe, comment and share.
Subscribe, subscribe, I love you, subscribe, it's only a click away.